Alright, 2012 Kia Soul with a stock horn. And here's what I'm going to replace it with. The air horns from Harbor Freight cost me $15. And here's what you get with it. Air compressor, 2 horns, relay, instructions, nuts and bolts, a Y adapter for the air hose. I'm guessing that I gotta have to cut that up at some point because they only give you one hose. No wires, so I'll have to find some. And here's the first test just to see if these things work and test the sound. And doesn't work. Alright, so after messing around with this for quite a while, I found that the motor was seized up. So since Harbor Freight, where I bought it from, is 60 miles away, I decided to just take it apart and free it up. I was able to just grab a hold of it, twist it around, put it all back together, and now it spins freely. So I have some old hoses from my other air horns that I had off an old car which didn't work, so I hooked this all up. So here's so you can see what it sounds like, and I'm putting my foot on the motor because it's got quite a bit of torque and I don't want it to spin. Yes, I've already tried this once. So let's get over here and nice. Alright, so after a while, finally found the horn. It is buried up in here. You can just barely see it. Gotta take this piece off. I took off all of these. There's a bunch of these things here which are really weird. This is a 10 millimeter over here, 10 millimeter here, and one over here which I already took out. And I took out all the other ones. These things, you loosen up about, these things right here, loosen up about that far, then you pull straight up, and it's kind of weird looking plastic thing. So taking all those out, put them over here. And this, you just kind of play around with. I lifted it up in the back, picks up and it slides forward, and then you gotta do the hood thing, and there's the horn. So that's where I'm interested in, and I don't know if I'm gonna mount the new horns here, but I need to get at that. So I'll see what we can do. Alright, so after looking around, I found some of these left over from when I built my garage. It's just a strong tie for tying wood stuff together. So I took one of those things, modified it, bent it up, drilled some holes, and ended up with this. And mounted 2 air horns on it. And in the Kia, I found a spot. Grab these 2 screws. Not sure what these holes are for. I don't know if you can see them right there, but I modified this so it'll fit right there. And as you can see, the whole finished product will look like that. All I gotta do is probably try to put like a rubber gasket in there so this thing doesn't scratch up the paint and cause a rust area. And I gotta find a place to mount the air compressor pump. I don't want to mount it on this bracket since this is kind of flimsy, since I was able to bend that with my hands. So I'm still looking around for where to put that. I should be able to find a hole somewhere to just mount it. So I'll bolt this on and see what it looks like. So I just said I didn't want to do this, but couldn't find any other place to mount the pump, so I just put it along that bar anyway. And there's my little PVC plastic, the plastic flashing stuff that I used in between there. I don't know if that's a good idea or what, but I figured metal on metal will scrape and cause rust, maybe, who knows. But anyway, it actually looks decent. There's a lot of room over there, so next all I gotta do is get some spade connectors and run wire over to the existing horn area. And of course the new horn sound.